The good, the bad, and the ugly at Unadilla. Hey everybody, WALTY Wanders, buckle up, strap in. We got a hard-hitting, pull no punches, no sugarcoating it, no rainbows, no sunshine. I'm just going to give it to you and give it to you straight. We got a good one to unpackage today. Who's ready to do a little Unadilla whistle blowing? We got a good one, man. That was the good, the bad, and the ugly. Well, let's go ahead and just unpackage the good real quick. After a little bit of a break, we had some stories and some racing again. And of course, hyped up to the best of our ability. Well, the best of the industry's ability as the season continues to be a little bit lackluster as the Lawrence brothers are dominating our sport, which is fine. And I'm kind of enjoying what I'm seeing, which is in fact, I believe we're seeing a little pushback from the Lawrence brothers. Listen, friends, let's go ahead and address this one right now. You see, moto is a very blue-collar sport. It's always been a very blue-collar sport, but we're seeing a lot of suits now enter the sport, and I believe the Lawrence brothers themselves, what's going on, what you don't see, what they're not showing on television is a bunch of snowflakes and Karens stopping the race when there's any lightning in the area, for one. But for two, it's just suits telling them what to do. They are a very blue-collar family. This is a blue-collar sport, although we continue to get it harder and harder for any blue-collar families to participate in the sport because it's become so expensive. But the Lawrence brothers, I believe, I don't know, something is seriously up. Today we're going to take a look at some polling we did here at the WALTY Wanders community page of the YouTube channel. A post that was recently done on the Instagram account, the WALTY Wanders Instagram account, to drive a few of these points home. But the realities are this, my friends. I mean, we have a lot to really unpackage here today, but the initial thoughts for me personally is the elephant in the room is Ricky. Ricky continues to do his best. Like, where does he belong? Is he in the booth? Is he on the track? Is he Daniel? Is he JT? Who is this guy? Where he's like still bouncing around, like just taking anybody. Nobody's safe if Ricky's at the track. You might get the call.
Hey, listen, Ricky's taking over for you today. Oh,
or if you don't say okay, yeah, that's great, you're fired. That is what we're seeing. But poor Ricky, because Ricky just continues to sugarcoat it. In fact, I'm starting to feel like maybe, just maybe, this whole playoff thing that we get to look forward to next, which I think is actually going to provide some entertainment value only because we might see some tracks that we haven't seen yet before. But in terms of who qualifies, who doesn't, that's just a whole train wreck in itself. Like they need the Scientologist, the datatologist, the Clinton Fowler guy or whatever.
Today's qualifying into the rounds. We got to take 3 + 5 and equals.
Whatever, dude. Like, just show me some playoff rounds. My gosh. But that was embarrassing. That was a big moment for Ricky when he's all puffed up, high and mighty, expects everybody to bow down to him. And then he takes JT's job as a trackside reporter, and he's got to be the guy to interview Jet. So we're going to interview Jet here in a second, guys.
Jet's back there. What's up, bro? Yeah, whatever, dude. Like,
no, that was not a good look at all. So, in fact, while we're on the topic, let's go ahead and jump over to the Instagram page and see what some of you are saying about that moment. Let's go ahead and roll that. Then we'll meet back here, wrap it up. Let's get started. When posted on the WALTY Wanders Instagram page, now Ricky's even putting Jet to sleep, you guys said. Our boy over at Fast Ride Co says, I think his competition is also making him sleepy. OG High Desert Jeep Tour says, RC sounds like he's been chewing on quarters, so full of himself and likes to hear himself talk. Annoying as you know what. Hard Radio Pod said, get RC a Corona and a lawn chair and get him off my screen. Ouch. John W31 says, Ricky's horrible, but Jet should have shown a little respect with his interview. Yep, I feel you, my brother. Let's get back to the studio. Welcome back. So there you go. I mean, it was a bad look. And let's just not sugarcoat this one. It was bad. That was a bad look for Ricky. It was actually, for me, kind of satisfying as a fan to see Jet Lawrence at least keeping it real. And one of our commenters said, hey, that was a little disrespectful and it should show a little gratitude. But I think there's something going on. I don't think the Lawrence brothers necessarily like what they're seeing out of the industry. A bunch of suits around telling them what to do. A bunch of white-collar Wall Street executives. They're not about that. They are a blue-collar family, even in the television package. I believe Hunter says, listen, dudes, unless you know what it's like to not be worried about putting food on the table, this stuff is all fluff. It is snowflakes and Karens and fluff. So congratulations. Do you believe why I started this channel now to do a little whistleblowing? Because back in the day, this sport was not like that. You could be a blue-collar dude and come in here and still give it a go. Now, unless you're rich and famous and have a YouTube channel, a massive one, you ain't doing much these days, which takes us now to the 250 class. Danger Boy. Danger Boy, we asked it on the show, on the community page of the WALTY Wanders channel. We pulled it. Who's going to win today, Danger or Hunter? Danger Boy, I continue to be a bigger fan, and here's why. I've seen other riders do what happened to Danger after a malfunction or a mechanical, rather, and cost him that first moto when he clearly was on the gas. He even said it himself, like, I was coming after Hunter. Good for you, Danger. You should be coming after Hunter. I think you're putting people on notice. But most riders are like, oh, I can't believe the bike and this bike. He isn't doing that. He is not making excuses, and that was the perfect opportunity to, but he was unshaken. So YouTube star or not, I'm starting to drink a little bit of the Danger Boy Kool-Aid myself. Now, one misstep, and I'll jump all over him like a cheap suit. But what I'm seeing right now, I'm pretty satisfied with. And, you know, it's not going to be the Cinderella story like we saw Jet Lawrence pulling the 450s, but in fact, at least Jet Lawrence was keeping it real. He wasn't all rainbows and sunshine and scripted and reading off some sponsorship chart. He's speaking his mind. I don't see pushing donuts. What happened to the donuts, by the way, before we get into this polling? Where is the donut pushing? It is gone, as it should be. The sport has no room for donuts. I think that was a joke. It ended up making a little money, some ding-dong before Jet realized that he's about to be the biggest star in the world in terms of the moto industry. Bought into that, and now they're like, we don't need to sell donuts. In fact, it's softening our image. The donut thing seems to be gone. Gone, gone, gone. Good riddance. I won't miss it one bit. Now, the polling, when we ask Danger Boy, who wins, Danger or Hunter? Let's jump over and see what you guys said. Then we're going to meet back here to wrap this one up. Let's get started. When asked prior to the race on the WALTY Wanders community page of the YouTube channel, the 250 winner at Unadilla will be Danger, Hunter, or other. 52% of you said Danger Boy Deegan is going to win this thing, while 42% of you said Hunter, and 6% of you said other. Well, this was pretty accurate. Let's get back to the studio so we can wrap this one up. All right, so there you go. The majority of you said Danger is gonna win. It was even. It was a coin toss. And I have to tell you, my friends, I have to tell you, if it wasn't for that mechanical, I think Danger, it was basically a coin toss, him chasing down Hunter and getting the win. I think that basically he looked really good for that. But I'm almost glad in a way, because here's the thing with the Deegans. Let's just call it not even Danger, the Deegans themselves. No matter what happens with that kid's career, they've always had a chip on their shoulder. They've been the black sheep of the industry in this sport before, back in the militia. All that stuff, they were not embraced by the industry. They know, and even though now they are family first people, keeping it real, not sugarcoating it, not cheerleading Ricky. They're not doing that. I almost feel like they have a chip on their shoulder. So even if Danger had won today, wins the whole championship, it's never going to be enough for the Deegans. It will never, ever be enough. They will be the type of family and racing family that will have a chip on their shoulder forever. Why? Because it's like stripes on a zebra. You just can't change that. You cannot change that. And final thoughts, I come to you as a friend, as a moto guy. Somebody wants to see you not only win on the track, off the track. Understand the waters we're swimming in now. Shark infested. Shark infested. And there's a lot of sharks swimming around. It appears to be suits and white-collar Wall Street Karens and snowflakes. I could go on and on and on. I could go on and on and on. I want to blow the lid off some more stuff. This Will chick, God bless her, love her. She don't need to be there. Whoever's handing out the trophies at the end of this thing, the AMA director or whatever, I mean, we need to get a stunt double for that guy because he's like watching paint dry. There's a lot of things we need to blow the lid off. But until the next episode, I'm going to continue to heat map, temperature check it every step of the way because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Social media link in the description of this video if you'd like to contact me there, along with links to channels I've appeared on. I think you might enjoy this video. I think you're going to love the next video. And there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience as always. Thank you for your time. Don't go over the bars. I'll see you on the next video.